Hi guys, Retro Tech Ralph here. I'm going to give a review and a little background on the this is the Grandstand video entertainment computer made by Fairchild. It's the Channel F Fairchild, which was actually the first ever. This wasn't. This is the Model 2, but this was the first ever cartridge-based system that ever came out. It beat Atari's 2600 by maybe a year or so, maybe two. But this is the first ever one that came with interchangeable cartridges that were different games from each other. The Odyssey beat this one by, I'd say, a couple of years or so, but they're all just variations of Pong, similar to what I've had in here, the Grandstand systems, where you've got your console and the switch would change for different game fields, where you have football, you'd have tennis, you have a practice, or that sort of idea was probably what the Odyssey was. It's just variations on a theme. This actually had games console with the cartridges, which you can actually change. Now I'm going to show you this one before I'll go a little bit into this. This is what Chris has given me. He's one of my friends from Sheffield. He's I've hardly even gone through all this yet. This I've got the funny feeling that this was actually the first ever game console. This actual model was actually the first one I actually played. I mean, it shows you how the console actually goes. You've got these two controllers, which are here on the bike, because this is a Model 2. The Model 1 actually had the two controllers which were anywhere, but they would store the cells underneath the cover, which were here. I'm not sure if that was fully released. I think it was actually released in Europe, but this was the Mark II. The cover came off of here, and there was a space underneath that you could just fit your cartridges into, or you stored your controllers in. But what's good about these controllers is that you hold them, done, sorted, little arrow there, straight forward. So you go forward, back, left, right. So you go. It just feels very. You can go whichever way you want, and re-center spring on there. But that's your fire as well. But there's also the twist as well. So you've actually got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 axis, 9, 10, 11 axis controllers. For the first ever time, they came out with a controller for interchangeable game console. These actually were the ones that were actually released later than this as a replacement. Actually, the fire button on there, so you don't have to do that all the time. Make it a lot easier to do. But these are obviously the original ones. I mean, going through the book, Grandstand was obviously the UK version. There's different ones for different countries. Yeah, it does tell you plunge up and down. Yeah, how to use the thing. Now let's have a look at what the games are in this. I'm not even sure which ones they are. There are actually 26 games that they had with this originally. I mean, there were. I'll go through a list I've found anywhere what they actually were. I mean, you've got on here. You've got Game 13, got Robot War and Torpedo Alley. You have Game Cartridge 2, Desert Fox and Shooting Gallery, and number 1, Tic-Tac-Toe, Shooting Gallery again. Okay, maybe it's the same one, maybe it isn't. Doodle and Quadradoodle. So kind of a little like a spirograph sort of game. So here's the well, I'll call it a Grandstand. A lot of people call it Fairchild. Everything is hardwired into it. You got the Atari. Everything kind of. Actually, nope. Tell a lie. I thought these were actually hardwired in. They're not. They've got the kind of like an Atari plug. It looks a little bit smaller than an Atari plug, to be honest. But they're hardwired in with the power supply in there, so I can't really. It's a little awkward holding the power supply in. No, it's not. There we go. See, I'm a complete novice at this. Original power supply there. I daren't plug this in case it doesn't work. There we go. Right, power. Just tells me the voltage. Oh, okay. Doesn't tell me what voltage output is. Okay. DIN socket there for the bit. So at least I can get away with that. Controls would take off and spin round. They look like, I don't think they're actually original, the cork bits. Remember Chris having a fascination for cork when he was younger. At least his mother did anyway. Oh, goodness. So, right, bear with. So let's get one of these out. Let's get number one out, shall we? Now, these in the boxes, you'd think within Ataris they had a big box with them and that'd be fine, but the boxes were bigger than the actual cartridges. These aren't. These are exactly the same sort of size as the box. Look at that, wow. Okay. So they've already obviously got the ROMs built straight into them, like all cartridge-based systems are nowadays, at least, anyway. So, these will go... Let's lose the box, shall we? That's the last time you're going to see that. Right, cartridge would go on there, and then it would go click into place. The Model 1 actually had the eject button down here. Same, you got your 4 buttons there, one for start, hold, mode, and time. Reset button as well, power on, off. Get out, it just clicks it back out. Ready? Out it goes again. So a very, with the other Ataris, with the 2600, with a cartridge system, you would plug it in and then you turn it off and you drag it out. It does feel that it is locked in place, but just take it out. Quite easy. So I'm not sure about plugging this in, you know. I think we might do. I mean, there's 26 games on this. And to be honest, there were this like I said, this was a couple of years before the old Atari came out. This was late 76. This came out 77 maybe. But these were in America. They were selling for I think about $170. It was probably about in UK terms about 120 quid, 100 quid or something for that. The consoles themselves about what must have been about 15 pound or something, which was a lot of money back in the 70s. But for something like this, you wouldn't, unless you're seriously wanting to big your kid up and here you go son, here's something that's really really good, you wouldn't buy something like this. But yeah, it'd be a one shot Christmas present, I'll tell you now. It wouldn't be any more than this. I mean, this is part of the second generation, the start of the second generation of the video games systems. The first generation obviously Pong and the interchangeables were set generation 2. I mean, you've got on here, I've got in front of me, got Wikipedia, and it's showing like there's a couple of there's a demo system that was a disc that was already in it. Number 1 is Tic-Tac-Toe Shooting Gallery, Doodle, Quadradoodle. Let's go down the list. It's number 14 is Sonar Search. Number 19, Checkers, Pro Football's 24. The last one was 26, which is Alien Invasion. Now, it's supposed to be some sort of not, I wouldn't say pirate scene, I'd say more of a homebrew scene that these were meant to be continued as. So there's more than the 26 you could actually get hold of, which is quite really good to know that it continued beyond. I mean, the last 2 was made by Zircon, everything else was made by Fairchild, but Zircon bought these out at the end. I think I read somewhere that they were actually releasing cartridges. Well, most of the cartridges were actually already made, but they only came in white boxes. So the last ones may not have been. The 26 was actually released for at the end of the year in 1981, whereas the 25 before that was released in 1980. So there's a lot of difference between them all. When you've got on the, I'll go through the specs for this one. Are you ready? Let's have a look. I think the spec for the System 2 for this one is probably the same as the System 1. It's just cosmetics mainly. What was that rock? Oh, unplug one of the controllers. Right. CPU is a Fairchild F9. It's an 8-bit system running at you ready on this one? 1.78977725 megahertz on an NTSC. PAL would be 1. Is it 1. No, it's 2 megahertz. Generation 1 would be 2 megahertz. Generation 2 is the 1.77344475. So you're not even got 2 megahertz. These are running now. These are absolutely ridiculously slow systems, but they didn't need to be. They haven't got picture perfect graphics or a map that's the size of a whole galaxy. There's 2K of RAM in these, but it's resolution, right, the resolution of this one, 128 by 64 pixels, which is ridiculously tiny. It's absolutely stupidly tiny. They only have 8 colours on these anyway, so plus everything. There's only a video output on these. There's actually a speaker. I have a guess it's on the bottom, probably through any of the gap, or you'd hear it coming through the case. That the speakers would be, the system would come out with its own noise, same as the old grandstands were. So it's just a variation on a theme, sort of. Right, I'm gonna go through something on eBay at the moment before I actually plug this in and have a see if she works. On eBay at the moment, if you wanted to buy one of these, right, or any of these, right, full list on here. This is for full worldwide eBay. Number 1 cartridge is £8.54 on someone on eBay. Number 2 cartridge, I've got £9.99. I've got a few other cartridges, 4 and 12. I've got 12, and I've got 1, 2 and 13. All going for £10 each. There's chips in here and there's transistors in here. I don't know why the list would show transistors unless it's a major fault with the Fairchild. I mean, looking down on this one, there's cartridge 6 going for £8.86 in Germany. Another cartridge £15 in box. So the cheapest one in a box is £15 at present. That's for number 12, which we don't have here. Number 1 and 17 for £15, no boxes. Right, £20 for cartridge 5. Some other ones going here is number 8, 12, 20, not 20, 11, all for about £22 from Italy. Wow. Number 5 with a box from the United States with £14.59. I mean, they are available to do the full set, and it's only get 26 game system and its system. And there's only 2 systems, the Mark 1 and the Mark 2. That's not a bad system to actually try to consider to buy. Not at all. I mean, I'm considering doing the Mega Drive. Getting all the variants of the original Mega Drive and the Mark II Mega Drive, all the Mega CD or whatever else, and all the games and stuff. And it's possible, but with this, I'd say it's more doable getting something like this. Now, if you actually wanted to buy one of these, there's a Mark I from a guy in the United States for £85. Well, there's a bid on for £85.78 at the minute. 4 days left. By the time this video goes out, it'll probably have gone anyway. There's a guy in Italy selling... Is that the Mark II with 3 games? Actually, no, it looks like the Mark I. I'll have a look at him. Yeah, it looks like neither. Ah, that's why. It's the Mark between, I think. But he's wanting... If you wanted to buy one, he's selling one for £178. The Mark I version of this, with 5, 10, 15 games unboxed, £201 from the Netherlands. It's kind of, they're only going to go up in price, these. I mean, we have, in the UK, we had these made by Grandstand, Adman Grandstand. We actually had the Swedish version called Luxor Video Entertainment System. Germany had the Saba video play, Normandy teleplay, and the ITT telematch processor. And we've also had, I think in Italy and Belgium, they had the Dumont and the Barco Challenger. So they're all exactly the same internals. The outside will be slightly different. But it's the same with all these grandstand sort of stuff. They were kind of exactly the same pre these, the ones that I've got in the collection. The pre these, but the internals exactly the same. It's absolutely exactly the same. So there's no difference whatsoever once you take the lid off. Slightly different than where the switches are concerned. Right, I'm going to give this a go. I'm going to plug this in, see if it works. So, wish me luck, and I'll be back in a second. Right, power on, and it seems to work. Okay, plugged in. If Chris is watching this, who donated, yeah, there were no RF cable with this one. Thanks a lot. Oh, sorry. Hello. Better turn that one around. Hello. No. There we go. Better. Right, let's see whether or not putting this in does anything in particular. Now, I've been told, watching all videos, you plug it in and it comes automatically on. Ready? Click. Game. Start. Oh. What on God's earth? Wow, look at that. Is that drawing or is that not? Now, this one was Nuts and Crosses. Ah, it's doing quadradoodle. Okay, let's reset. Game start. Now let's do that again. So let's reset. Game 1. Yes? Thank you. Right. Your turn. Which bloody one? Right, okay, so I'm moving the controller. Controller up here. Down. Down. Oh. Some reason over down and up. Right, so middle one. And press. Yes, that one. What are there? Put me there. No. I don't want. It doesn't want me to go anywhere. Start button pressed. I want to go there. The other button on there. Okay. Right, stuffy then. Gonna be like that. Reset. I'm impressed this works, you know. Game 2. S what? What S is it asking me for? S1? T? That's time. What? M? Mode? This button sticks a little bit on the mode button. Start. Oh, okay. Oh, good shot, Ralph. I don't really have to see. I don't know if I'm waiting there. The other one works, the other one moves. Both will fire, so I'm guessing there may be a problem with this. That, oh, maybe not. It's just distance firework. Ah, I'm going to have to bounce off it. There you go. Okay, so there. Done. Again. Damn it, too far off. Okay. It's not a bad picture considering. So I'm guessing it puts you somewhere. You just got to fire. Ah, damn it. Damn it. Fire. Yeah, good on tipping point. Gotcha. That bound. Oh my goodness. Okay. Okay, so up, down. So I need to hit it about there then. So now. Gotcha. See. Gotcha. So it's not Pong. It's still a variation because of the graphics. But so press eject, out it comes. Game. He wants another game. He was hungry for more, so it actually does work. Okay, that's really good. That I'm quite happy with that. So maybe we'll take it to pieces. Maybe we'll give it a good bit of a servicing, bit of a clean. I don't know. We'll see what happens really. So that's the Grandstand Fairchild Model 2, the Model 2 or Channel F, but it's a second variant anyway. So yeah, 1976, 1977 probably, and it still bloody works without any fettling at all from me. So thanks for watching. Please consider being a Patreon. Consider donating stuff like this. Anything will do. I will do just reviews on absolutely anything. Doesn't matter if it's working or not. Please give me a shout, and I'll just see what I can do with it. And I'm actually considering putting donators on my beginning of the our videos now anyway, as well as the Patreons, because they deserve a good shout out anyway. So not just with the Christmas videos, but yeah, I'm gonna do about that on the video. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye. Quick note for the end of the video, it gets me sometimes, and I really do enjoy it, where people save things forever and they just... I've got rid of things years ago, but with the console, with the cartridge, right? Boxed. Cartridge, nearly mint. Instructions. You've even got the warranty card for the cartridge. Not for the console, for the cartridge. And you actually got the... at the time, that was a full list of games, 17 games, what you could get hold of. Tons of different stuff you could do. You lose, turkey. You lose. But what me and Chris are actually worried about is on the console it says Adman, A-D-M-A-N, Grandstand. That's the UK's version of it. But Adman was the other one. I'm thinking, seeing as Adam is on the box as well, I think Adam Imports might have been some guy importing these from America. That's all I can think, because Adam isn't Adman. So probably the North Yorkshire representative of Grandstand video game systems. That might be a mystery solved for you there, Chris. Or it might not be. Might just be a load of crap instructions if I what else wrong with it. Ridiculous. So, thank you. Bye.